operated a surplus of just under 11 million, $10.9 million, and the forecast is $100,000 or $0.1 million for year end. So that's a slight deterioration on last month, where we had a 0.6 forecast for end of year. So why is that? Why have we got the surplus? In the revenue side, rating growth has continued to increase, as has Burwood landfill operations. We're getting additional income there. More income through in compliance fines and dog registrations. And we had some insurance funds come through from the Spencer Park fire. Offsetting that to a small amount is the trans waste dividends, which were lower than had been budgeted. In the expenditure, where we are, I guess, well under in a number of areas, so staff costs, about $7.1 million sitting at this point. It's forecast to be lower. Part of that is vacancies, and part of that is increases that had been budgeted which haven't yet been applied. Waste operating costs are lower than budget, and we've got some, I guess, additional funds at the moment, just in relation to timing, which is community grants. Offsetting these is Three Waters reactive maintenance. It's higher going through, and a couple of items. Digital capitalisation, a significant amount. So we're 800,000 below year-to-date budget, and 4.7 is the forecast at year end. Now, the reason for that was briefly outlined yesterday, but just to recap, when we put the budget through for this year, did the calculations and calculated what the salary recovery was going to be. We've included some things there that can't be recovered. So that meant that the recoveries were higher than we had anticipated, and so therefore the rates we budgeted were lower. So taking that out means that the rate is a shortfall in the rates, which is why we've got to that point. In capital expenditure, so far we've spent just almost 184 million against $232 million year to date, and we're projecting to be $40 million underspent by the end of the year, most of which was likely to be requested to be carried forward, but that's not a discussion for now. That'll come through later, but that's the projection at this point. Look, I'm happy to take any questions on that, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. That's really useful. Tyler had a question.
Russell, you might not have the answer for this at the moment, but referring to page 34, I was really interested actually in, it's really low level, but around the dog registrations and alcohol licensing and the regulatory compliance fines related to that. And I'm wondering, all of those, that list there, do they go to their respective pots in their units for OPEX?
Through you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, absolutely. So this is just an accumulation of those areas. So it is spread out. We don't sort of keep it in one area. It is spread throughout the organisation. So this is a summary of those different bits. Yeah.
Okay. So for example, just to be clear, say for example, someone gets fined for having late registration for dogs. It goes back to the animal control unit or the animal unit.
I'm pretty sure it does. I can confirm that.
Okay. No, that's fine. Thanks.
Anyone else got any questions on? Oh, Pauline. Yep.
Just a quick one on 6.5.1, timing delay in Crown contribution for Te Kaha, 10.8 million. What is that? Anything to be concerned about, or is that just a?
Through you again, Mr. Chair. No, we it's just the timing of when we get the grant. There's no concern. It's just the regular pattern that they have. So that's
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought I'd better ask.
No, that's a good question.
Don't end up paying for the whole thing.
No, it's a good question.
Great, we're all good. Okay, I'm happy to move that. Tim looks like he's happy to second it. Any discussion? All in favour? Against? That's carried. Thank you very much, Russell, for that.
Thank you.
Andrew, I saw you. Oh yeah,